Developing this morning, we do expect to learn the formal charges facing the suspected shooter in the Charlie Kirk killing. He is set in court virtually today.
It comes as staff and faculty settled back in on campus. They returned to Utah Valley University yesterday for the first time since the shooting, with plans to welcome students back tomorrow.
It's been almost a week since that shooting, and it seems like social media has not slowed down weighing in on what happened. Sometimes you don't want to just take a break.
Yeah, Natalie Haddad is in studio right now as some Texans are learning the hard way that with their online posts, free speech, not free when it comes to your job.
Yeah, you know, we all have a First Amendment right. We can say what we'd like and can post whatever we'd like on social media, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we are free from consequences of what we choose to say or post. Now, across the country, people in all kinds of careers are losing jobs over their online comments about the death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. American Airlines let go of pilots. A marketer from an NFL team was terminated. Even teachers have been fired. In Texas, the education agency says it's already received 180 complaints about teachers and Charlie Kirk related content. Governor Abbott says those educators will, quote, have their certification suspended and be ineligible to teach in a Texas public school. But an employment attorney tells WFAA he doubts something like that will hold up in court.
The First Amendment protects government employees. I think if those actions are followed through by the governor, that they're going to face a lot of lawsuits. And if you ask me, I think I'd rather be on the teacher side.
And certainly important to remember that what you post online, as we hear all the time and say all the time, guys, it can follow you. Once it's out there, it is out there.
Yeah, we know that teachers are one argument, but what about when it comes to everybody else and what they talk about when it comes to First Amendment protection?
Yeah, I think we have to remember that there are private companies and public companies. Losing your job over what you post is going to be handled on a case-by-case basis. And the reason why is that while everyone has a right to free speech, private employers like Walmart, Amazon, even here where we work, guys, those jobs set rules for conduct. They can discipline or fire you if your words break company policy, harm reputation of the company, or disrupt business. The exception is if you work for a public company, like take the government. You do have more protection there when it comes to what you say or what you post, but these protections are not unlimited.
Yeah, you may want to go back and look at your employee handbook that you signed when you started your job.
Yeah.
Good advice.
All right, thank you, Natalie. We do know that investigators are still trying to piece together a motive behind that shooting. Law enforcement officials say the suspect laid out his attack, that he tracked Charlie Kirk's schedule, studied a map of the campus. The FBI director telling Fox that investigators recovered 2 pieces of evidence that were a match for Robinson's DNA, a screwdriver on the roof where they believe that shot was fired from, and on a towel they found wrapped around a rifle found in the woods.